Hey lovelies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing why I hate your zodiac sign. So before I've done a signs of lovemaking video, which I thought would be the most salacious and therefore make y'all want to watch it the most. And that was purely a whole tips thing. Like, you know, it was very much sensuality based and like, sexual compatibility. But today I'm just objectively like thinking of people I have met in my life, of, you know, from all walks of life, different types of relationships, you know, friendships, cousins, teachers, like, you know, just all of my views on each of the signs as a whole. So I'm gonna try to also not just base it on like sun signs, but also people with like heavy energy of that sign, especially if I don't have like experience or, you know, like a personal connection to someone with the sign. So trying to keep it very like big picture, but this is also all my opinion. So like, if you don't like what I have to say, then, you know, that's fine. At least I'm not out here ranking the signs and like telling us who's the hardest to love. Like, I've seen those out there, and yes, I'm mad personally because they put Virgo as hardest to love, but like, my nigga love me. So yeah, I did a lot of rambling. If you're not new here, you know that that's a thing that I do. Do I have any announcements? Oh, I'm performing at Philly Black Pride this Thursday. I'm also performing for another queer black event. If you follow me on Instagram and you're in Philly. Yeah, and I told y'all I've been on Lazy Girl YouTube video content making vibes, but y'all are getting more in-depth hoe tips and story times and things with pictures and evidence and effects soon. So yeah, let's jump into it. So before I hop into this, I want to give y'all my theory on how each of the signs are manipulative, because I feel like it kind of branches out into why I don't be liking each one of the signs. But this is my theory and I'll be sharing it, and I don't know if I've shared it here, so I'm gonna tell y'all. So earth signs, mental manipulation. We're gonna logic you out of your mind. Like, we're gonna convince you with cold hard facts and evidence and logic that we are correct. Does that mean that it's always right and that it don't be toxic, that we be outsmarting people? No, but that's how it's going to happen. Fire signs, they're going to get so like either angry or chaotic, or like it's a distraction technique, but usually it's like a lot of energy. Like, yeah, I be describing them as like fireworks, a little fire and then a forest fire, you know, respectively for the signs. We'll get into that. Water signs are going to emotionally manipulate you. They may not even realize what they're doing, but they're going to end up crying. They're going to end up telling you why they're sad, that they made you sad. And then air signs is dissociation, delusion. What? That happens? Was I there? What are you talking about? Oh my God, a bird, a plane. So yeah. So now that we covered those bases, I will get into each sign. So I'm going in order. We're going to start with Aries. Now, personally, my thing with Aries is that they make me uneasy. Like, a lot of time they be cool, and like, I know that there's Virgos and Aries that vibe because of like ambition, but sometimes they just give me like antsy, childish energy, and I don't do well with that. I have an old soul, and like, I'm a Taurus moon, so I can definitely, you know, tap into my inner child and like my jovial childlike spirit. But Aries just, they make me antsy with their antsiness sometimes, and I'm anxious enough as it is personally by myself. So yeah, like sometimes the rowdiness or just their like general agitation can be a lot for me personally. Sticking to the order, Taurus. So, like I said, I'm a Taurus moon. I also have Taurus twin siblings. My grandmother is a Taurus. I have a cousin that's a Taurus. Yeah, there's a lot of Taurus energy around me. My mom's a Taurus rising. My biggest thing with them, yes, it's gonna sound very predictable, but they really are stubborn. I'll say we, because I'm a Virgo stellium and I have a Virgo moon, so like I'm super stubborn. But kind of like what I was saying about like the ways that they can be manipulative, I feel like they know that their way is the best, so they don't even feel like communicating it. Like, you know, Virgos, we might try to say it was like, I won't do that. Probably Capricorns are just gonna decide that this is the way. But Tauruses, I feel like they're just gonna like decide that the way that they want it to go or what they want to do is the best, and they're not talking about it no more. Like, that's just that, and that's just it, and it is what it is. And I love all the Taurus women in my life, especially, but sometimes, like specifically when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about my little sisters and like getting them to do stuff around the house. And it's like, it have to be on their time. It have to be on their time. Like the authority issues out the ass, but I'm talking to myself. So it is what it is. Gemini. I know Geminis get a lot of hate, and I understand. But my best friend is a Gemini. She's a May Gemini, though, so I feel like she's calmer. Also, she has Earth placements. But for me, sometimes the lack of like awareness or direction and just like all over the placeness, like it'd be a lot of energy moving at one time, which is characteristic of the air signs. Like I said, it'd be like they doing a lot, they moving fast, it's a lot happening. But also like if you ask them to make a decision, they can't, but they sometimes know what they don't want to do. And like I do that sometimes, but yeah, it can be I have not been very close to many Geminis. Like I said, my best friend is the longest or closest person to me that's not my parents that been in my life for the longest. That's the air sign. That was a lot. But yeah, like I get it. The energy can be overwhelming sometimes. It can be a lot. But yeah. Cancer. So Cancers be giving big mama energy, but they also be giving big baby energy. And like I said, I can also take a little piece. I'm a Cancer rising. It pops out randomly, right? The earth be trying to hold it down, but sometimes it do give big baby. And yeah, it's like the catastrophizing of it all. Like a lot of times Cancers can be in boss mode, but it's going to be a sensitivity. And like if you talk to them about something or call them out on something, their first thing is going to be that it feels like an attack. And I know that a lot of times it's just because they're sensitive, and it's like, I was trying so hard and now I'm upset, and I feel that deeply. Because it'd be taken as like a personal failure, like a parent. But yeah, sometimes when you're trying to communicate, like when I'm in my Earth Virgo brain, I'm like, this is what happened, and this is this, and this is that. And I'm being met with like Cancer energy. I'm specifically thinking about my mom and like friends that I've had. It just be jarring sometimes, because it's like, wait a minute, we're not even talking about what we was talking about originally, because now we're talking about your feelings and why you're overwhelmed. And I get that and I understand that. And also, so yeah. So I've always said this about Leos, and this is mostly from dating them. So I'm gonna say 2, because it's hard for me to be impartial for this one specifically. I feel like in my dating life, it be inconsistency. Like, they start off one way and they be very shiny, polished, luxurious lions, and then they be the cowardly lion. That's what it is. Like, it be like they tough until they not, or like they're perfect until they not, or like they give a fuck until they don't. Outside of that, I would say sometimes the loyalty be fucked up. Like, people always say Leos are so loyal, but it's like, to who? Because it don't be to themselves, and it's not usually to anything good for them. All tea, all shade. The angels of the Zodiac. No, I'm joking. I know y'all always have a lot to say, and I know it was a man, but that's okay. We're overcritical. Yeah, I know. I just would like to go on record as saying that no matter how mean I've been to anyone out there in the world, I've definitely said meaner things to myself. Does that make it okay? No. This is why I hate your zodiac sign. We're not talking about anything that's okay. All of this shit is bad. But yeah, no, I'm also extremely self-aware. I feel like a lot of Virgos are extremely self-aware. A lot of us, especially the ain't shit ones, know that we don't be shit. But like, in general, no matter what your sign is, are you actively trying to change that? And I'm really trying to stop being overcritical. I'm trying to stop being overcritical of myself, which there in turn makes me less critical of others by giving myself grace. But I'm just letting y'all know, y'all people that aren't Virgos, that's where it comes from. We're mostly critical of ourselves and we're trying to make stuff better. But let me shut up, because y'all gonna tell me that I'm trying to give y'all an excuse, and I ain't giving nobody else an excuse, but that's my personal... Well, I kind of did for Cancer, but that's also my rising. Anyway, Libras. I have 2 Libra parents, and I can't stand that they think that they're giving balance and woosah and da-da-da, and them scales be like this. Like, the scales be Tik Tok on the clock, DJ blow my speakers lit. Like, that's what it be giving, and I think that we really need to talk about it. I said on Twitter a long time that I was going to start a support group for people with Virgo. Freudian slip. I don't know. People have told me that people with Virgo parents is hard, but that's why I'm not having any of those things. But yeah, Libra parent support group, because it flipped like a light switch and it goes back into the air sign manipulation tactics. It's like, should be cool until it's not. And then you're in there like delusional air space. And it's a wind tunnel in there. It's a wind tunnel. They trying to distract you. They bringing up shit that you didn't even know that they were mad about. It's just... Child. Y'all know y'all crazy. So, Scorpios. People always say Scorpios and Virgos are supposed to get along because they're like one sign that separated or some shit. Listen, okay? I have one singular Scorpio friend in my life right now. I just feel as though because we are alike, I see right through them, and it really always gives me pretender. Like, outside of my very specific Scorpio friend that I'm thinking of right now, it just be giving me like, this is an act, there's a script, you are saying what you think that I want to hear. Peculiar, suspicious. And I feel like I've gotten that vibe from like a lot of Scorpio people that have been around in my life. And I don't know, I feel like other people can't see it, but I can see it. And then I'd be frustrated because I'm like, you can't see that weird thing that they're doing? I don't know. Sagittarius. So, I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with Sagittarius. Like, we are mercurial. I feel like that's also why I understand Geminis, but also like some of them overwhelm me. It's a similar thing with Sagittarius. I just feel like, fire sign, chaos. And it'd be like chaotic good. Like, I think Sagittarius are my favorite fire sign, but like still like fire sign, like, ooh. But yeah, I feel as though Sagittarius just be a lot. Like, it be very they will call it friendly and I will call it mixy. And especially as I've gotten older, it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. But yeah, it can be a nice time, I feel like, with female or male sages, like as friends in small doses. Like, I feel like all the time it can be a lot for me because, like I said, I'm earth dominant, and a lot of times the fire signs just, honestly, fire and water, it'd be a lot for me sometimes. This would not be a surprise. Capricorns think they smarter than everybody. Capricorn placements. Yeah. I love all my earth signs though. I really do. And I really do believe that Capricorns be very smart and very prepared to get to the bag. But sometimes, and I know people say this with Virgos too, like, it sounds so snarky when they're trying to help. So yeah, that would be it. That would be my thing. Like, I always say the earth signs, Taurus is like the big sister energy. Virgos is auntie energy, and then Capricorns is like the mom. And sometimes, like, if I had to say something that I hate about them, it would be that, like, it's just a one step further than what I feel like I'll be doing. And I feel like, at least if it's up to me, I feel like I'll be doing just enough. I feel like the auntie energy is like, here you go. I'm gonna give you this little piece of advice. You can take it or not. I'm just saying. Like, we might be passive aggressive about it, but I feel like Capricorn is gonna be aggressive about it. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Aquarius, similarly to Geminis, I feel like I love Aquarius. And also similar to Geminis, I feel like sometimes they be flighty. Like, when they get into their I'm ready to do anything bag, sometimes I be like, okay, wait, what? Like, sometimes they just lose me. But they're the aliens of the Zodiac. So, like, them thinking of out of the box weird shit randomly makes sense. But yeah, I feel like they be flighty sometimes, or like they don't know how to like sit in an energy. For real. Like, I feel like they mind and emotions moving a mile a minute, but even when it's not, it's probably hard for them to convey that because, you know, they air signs. So they just be flighty. They just be doing shit. But yeah, I don't feel like that's that bad, like Geminis. Like, it's not necessarily something I hate, but that is an observation. Post down glasses. And the last one is Pisces. So this actually is something that I hate. I feel like I always tell people, I think that out of all of the sister signs, Virgos and Pisces are the most, or like least likely to be cool. And it's because of their delusion. Like, I am a super realist sometimes to my fault, like to a fault. And they're like super delusional. Like, it's like, fly away with me into my delusional land of mystery and beliefs that only I hold, that I want other people to come and pretend in there with me. And it'd be a bunch of bullshit. Like, they want you to be in there and living in there like fucking Willy Wonka or something. They be trying to hold you captive in their daydream. And it's like, that's wonderful that you're a daydreamer and that you want to live in there. But, like, what if I don't want to go? Like, did you ever think about that? No. You involuntarily brought me into your daydream. And I want to know where's the exit. Like, it really gives escape room. Like, it really, really gives escape room. But yes, this will probably be my last Lazy Girl YouTube video. I'm calling it that, but y'all, nothing that I do in this life has been the fuck easy. So it's really not, but that's what I'm calling it because I know that I really be liking to edit and do extra stuff. And I will be editing and doing extra stuff. But adulting has been two-piece in your girl. Like, so yeah, but I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you're offended. Let me know if you think I could have dragged them more. Let me know. Let me know. Love you. I hope you're having a lovely, marvelous, and spectacular day. Because the only things that matter here are you and me, the arts, and the fact that there's a tangerine bombing innocent children and families to protect himself and his PEDO friends. Bye.